Hi all, welcome to my channel, welcome to my world. This is the world of Wayne. Today I'm going to be doing pack 2 of the Agora models release, a build the Ferrari 250 GTO. Now, how am I doing pack 2 already when I've already done pack 1 not too long ago? And that's because I've actually got the early bird accelerated starter where you can get packs 1, 2 and 3 all in one go, and then pack 4 I believe is going to be coming from July, and you can take advantage of that too, as you can see here, by heading over to the Agora Models website, and you'll be able to sign up for that if you wanted to as well. Otherwise, you've got the traditional way of doing this where you can get either a pack a month or a pack every 2 months, depending on how you want to do this build. Now, we did absolutely tons in the first pack. As you can see here, we've got the dashboard, the bonnet, we started the engine, the steering wheel, the door, just so much going on, including the dashboard as well. I believe today we're going to be doing one of the doors, and we are working on the engine today as well. It doesn't look like a big box, but I think there is a lot of details in here. So without further ado, we're going to jump into it. Let's get cracking. So starting with stage 7 here, all the screws coming here. As you can see, we're going to be doing the distributor. I believe we're going to be working on the distributor. We've got a bit of the cylinder head as well. Now, if I learnt anything from pack 1, when we open these up, if it's in foam, it means it's a metal part. As you can see, we've got the top of the cylinder head here. First thing we want to do is take the bottom of the distributor, the base here, and it has got a keyhole pattern for this to go in. I'm going to be putting this in, lining it up, so that looks just like that. Now we're going to hold that together with a B screw, and that's going right down this side just here. Get that in nice and tight. Now here we have one of the caps for the distributor, which I'm going to be putting into place on here, just lining up again. There is a notch in here, so that goes on like that. It's just a case of pushing them in. So that's the first distributor created. And guess what? We're going to do exactly the same thing on the other side. Now, I've already noticed on my one, if I just put this bit in here before I put the B screw in, I've got a spare top of the distributor. I wondered why I had 3 pieces, but there you go. All good. Always good to have spares. B screw through the bottom here. And then once again, just line up the top of the distributor here with the notch here, and push that in. So we've now got 2 of these. Now with this cylinder head here, we're going to be putting this distributor in place, and again it has got a keyhole pattern, so I'm just going to line that up just like that. It's actually held in once again with a B screw. Finding my PH1 screwdriver is best for that, to get that in nice and tight. But with those parts there, that's all there is to do in that stage. In stage 8, we've got the right cam cover, and we have got these little tiny details here. These are going to be fun to put in. They've also provided us with some tweezers. Check these out. Excellent. So this is the right cam cover, and you can see these little holes all the way around the outside. What we're going to be doing is putting these bolts into those holes. Now, I've got my sprue cutters here. There is a chance they're going to ping off in all directions, which we don't want to happen. So for that reason, I'm just going to lie some masking tape on one side, just like this. And then I'm going to proceed to cut these from the sprue. As you can see, they don't ping off. On one of the bits of plastic that they gave us, I am going to get some glue and just put a thin stream just like that there, because this isn't going to need much glue at all. Take one of the bolts, just rub it in the edge of that glue there, line it up with a hole, and get that pushed in. Now that went in really tight, so I don't actually think you need glue. Since I've started using glue though, I'm going to continue using it. So just to show it wasn't a fluke, I'm going to put the second one in. just like that. I'm going to continue doing that all the way around. And as you can see, they're all in. These things are a big help. Okay, I'm now going to be taking what we just created in the last stage. This is going on top so that these points here are towards me, and I'm holding that in from the underside here with 2 B screws. So one there, and just one on this side. And there you go. That's all there is to do in that stage. In stage 9 here, we're going to be starting on the first of the carburettors. Again, I'll open this foam to expose the metal part underneath. And the first thing I need is the carburetor connector and the lower section of the carburetors on my workbench here, it's saying, which are these parts here. Turn this one upside down. Now, basically, these 2 parts are going to go on together, and it does show you a picture of which way round it goes, but they can only go in one way. It won't let you do it the other way. So when they fit flush in there, you know you've got it in the right way. I'm going to be holding that in, once again, with one of these B screws. Now that just goes in through this side here. And I want to open this bag up and fit these 2 lower sections over the keyhole pattern here. So one's going to be going in this way, and the other one is going in the other way, just there, like that. All we've got to do then is put the upper sections just onto the top of these sections here, and they just push into the lugs. So one there, and one here. So then that whole stack looks like that. Now, these are the trumpets for the carburetor. And if you have a look at this, it's not completely round. There is a flat side. Now, the flat sides are going to butt up to each other. So these are going to be going on the top here, ensuring those flat sides are in the middle. Now, they are quite a tough push in. So they're not going to need glue. But again, make sure you've got the flat sides together. And if you've done it right, they will fit flush in there like that. Do the same on the other one, and that looks perfect. I'm now going to take the part that came in this stage and what we just created before and put these 2 parts together. So this is just going to be going on top like that. And it's held in from the underside with 2 C screws. This time I'm going into metal. So I'll put these in a little bit of oil just to get these in. So that's one there and one this side. And with those 2 sections done, that's all there is to do in that stage. Now I do like this. I do like how we were working on the engine and the carburetors, and now we're moving on to something completely different, like Monty Python. Now for something completely different. This is the door. It's the right door. It has been wrapped perfectly for us. So let me get this all out. I'm going to keep this foam here to put that door on. I mean, check out that flawless paintwork there. Excellent. Put that down there. The first thing I'm going to do is open this little tiny handle here. Nice and chromed. And push this into the hole just here, and it goes round so that the handle part is facing the main body of the door. it does hold itself in, as you can see. I'm going to turn that over, and I've got a frame to put in. Now, we've already done this on the other door that we created, as you can see. We did that on pack 1, but this frame is going to go in here just like that. We're going to use a type C screw just through the 3 holes I've got here. So one at the top. Again, I'm using my PH1 screwdriver. You get so much more torque on it. And then just 2 either side to keep that frame in. And with that in place, that's all there is to do in that stage. We don't want to put that door too far though, because in stage 11, we're continuing to do some more work on that, including the frame for the window here. And we do have some glazing here as well. And because it's blue, I can see straight away there's some protection on that. So first thing I want is the inner window frame looking like this, and there is protection on it. So you can use those tweezers that we used earlier on just to help remove that. So as you can see, the blue comes off that side. There is also a clear bit of protection on the other side, which I've just got here. I'm trying not to touch this glazing. I'm going to be putting this into place into the window frame here. Now this window's only going to fit in one way. So the bits at the bottom here, which have got some tabs, it's pretty hard for you to see. It has got some cutouts. That's going to be going in this way. So I don't know if you can see this. I'm going to try to have the light on it. It should fit in just like that. There you go. Now I've already taken off the glazing on the other side here, and that's going to be going in as well. Now you want to make sure when you put this one in, it's going into the inside so it can be unimpeded in here. You are going to need to touch the acrylic because you're going to sort of need to bend it round to put it under this lip. Like that. And you know you've got it in, once I've tried it here, because it should be able to slide open and closed unimpeded, as you can see there. So you see that's open, and then that'll be closed. I'm putting down a cloth here, just so I can clean this as best I can. There you go. Now because of the tabs in this side here, this window shouldn't be able to move, but this one should. So you should be able to move this one quite freely without it hitting this window here. But there you go, that's the first window in place. We're going to be putting this into the door, and this will be the door that we've just created here. It's just going to go on top of this section like that, and it's held in with 2 C screws. So one there, and one there. Once again, I'll use my Agora Models thing here just to clean up that chrome. That looks pretty cool, as you can see. And that's all there is to do in that stage. In stage 12, we've got some more details for this right door. The first thing I want is the hinge, which I've got just here. Bring this back over. Now the hinge is going in this way onto that bracket just there. Now it's held in place with this bracket, which is going to be sitting over the top like that. And once again, it's held in with these C screws. So that's one. And just one in this side too. And there we go. That's that hinge in place. Just put that to one side and bring over this inner panel. Turn it this way round. And this pipe with a screw came in the last stage. It's now time to actually put this into position. So it's actually going onto this nipple here. Just going to see how this fits. Not bad. Not bad. It's gone in all the way. And then it's going to go onto this other side over here. So when that's in, it looks like that. Then on the other side here, I've got a panel insert just to go into this hole, which looks like a screw to start off with. It's not, it's just a little insert to push in. It doesn't need glue, it actually clicks into place. That's not coming out, so that's looking good. And then it's time to bring over that door one more time so that I can put this panel into place just over the top here like this. So I'm just making sure that it is flush all the way around. And there we go. That's gone in perfectly. As you can see, nice and flush all the way around. And that is all there is to do in that stage. So, because we've done the right door, even though we created the left door first, you guessed it, we're going to be going back to the left door now, doing exactly the same thing, which means putting this glazing in. Let's do that first. Peel off the protection from both sides. Ensure that the notches down the bottom here go into the grooves that you can see down the bottom. So when that's in, that shouldn't be able to move. Once again, before I put the next piece in, I'm just going to try and get rid of any fingerprints I've put on this. And then I will put the next piece in, which means I've got to take off the protection again. It's easier on this one because of that metal detail there. Again, this can only go in one way because then it's free to move. And again, I'll just clean up any fingerprints I've got here. And just check that that's free to open and close. Perfect. So that's that done. Bring over the left door this time and put that into position there, held in with C-screws. Once again, I'll just clean that chrome on the inside. And then that's stage 13 complete. Which means the last stage of this pack, which is stage 14. Let's get this open. Once again, I'm putting the hinge in this way round on there. Then I've got this bracket to put over the top this way round. Holding this in with C-screws. I always find hinges need to be in really tight. The tighter they are, the more flush the door is going to fit to the bodywork of the car. And there we go, that's in like that. And then it's just a case, once again, just put that to one side, of taking this inner frame and these two little parts here, putting one side of this pipe over this nipple here, wiggle it on. If you are having a problem with that, I tend to just get my tweezers, put them down the end and roll it around like that, just to open that up a bit. You'll find that that will go on no problems at all. Like that. Put the other side into the nipple on this side. So that's in the hole here. We've got this little black panel pin, which once pushed in, and it is hard to push this in, I'm telling you. There you go. It looks like that. And then once again, we're going to put this onto the inner door, ensuring everything's lined up before I push everything in. Looking good there, and it's looking good there. And again, make sure that's all flush all the way around the sides. And that's the left door done. So we've done both doors here. That's 1 and 2. That's all there is to do in that stage. That's all there is to do in that pack. So a bit kick-caboodle there. We've started on a bit more of the engine there, and we've finished the doors in this one. Now I do have pack 3 here, and I'm hoping to get that on the channel next week. Once again, if you do want to get this for yourself, I have put a link in the video description, and there's also a QR code on the screen. But I really hope you liked that video. If you did, please remember to give me a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed already, please click that subscribe button. Other than that, take care.